Are we on? Think we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dear Moms. We have taken a half hour out of our very busy day. Now I actually mean that because now I actually am working.
I know.
But who doesn't need like a coffee break where you get to put on a hot dog costume?
I'm feeling very underdressed right now.
I feel like one of us looks
I could have put
more
a little
attractive.
more effort into this getup, but I brought a hat.
We were saying we could be like masked bandits so we could have our mask on. I do want to acknowledge right away that Jacqueline and I have been very respectful of each other's space, which you guys all know is very hard for me. But it's also why we have a bit more of a unique setup today. So we're just trying to create just a little bit of distance. But yeah, Jacqueline, what are we talking about today on Dear Moms?
Well, I know we're being very discreet. We're going to talk about Halloween, the upcoming holiday that we are all very unsure and confused about.
No one knows
that
what to
one.
do. But we thought, let's take it back a notch to the normal days of Halloween. And we could actually, we looked up some, these memes around Halloween, and, maybe there's some reasons we should be happy that there's, Halloween's different this year. Can I just say one before we get into our memes?
Mm-hmm.
Are we all pretending that Halloween isn't super stressful?
Oh my god.
And having to fit on the
stressful
costume that you thought, was good for school, because they could wear it inside. And if you live in Winnipeg, this doesn't apply to people living in Arizona, but then you have to figure out how to put the same costume on over a snowsuit, and then when that doesn't work, like I did growing up, my mom would just throw a sheet over me and I was a ghost, or I was. This is so offensive. I was a homeless person a couple times, just because it was they needed something to put over my snowsuit.
Yeah.
Wow, we were not politically correct back then.
You know what's funny? One year I was Albert Einstein. And so
Jacqueline kind of was Albert Einstein though.
No, not at all. I think
Alberta. She was Alberta Einstein.
I think I was in grade 5 and I bought some curly wig. Oh, my parents bought a curly wig and painted it gray, and I wore a lab coat, a white lab coat. Maybe glasses, I can't remember, but I thought it was a pretty clever costume. And so trick-or-treating, super easy. You can layer under that stuff. And I went to this one house, and maybe I had too many layers on, but the guy handing out candy, he's like, "Oh, who do we have here? Dolly Parton?" I'm like, I was 10, and not at all Dolly Parton-esque. And I just thought it was so funny. So I picture maybe I had a winter jacket on underneath, and I looked voluptuous. I don't know, but I was not.
I feel like you probably didn't even understand the.
No,
the
God,
comment.
no, I'm sure I didn't. Looking back now, I do distinctly remember him saying Dolly Parton, though. And because we had a recording off of TV of Dolly Parton for it was a parade or something. So I knew who she was. I knew who she was back then. But you know what else I was thinking of too, though, before we go on, is because we've done a few costumes together.
We did. I think we should post one right after this.
Yeah. I was gonna try to find, because I think it was grade 8 or 7 when we did the 3 Little Pigs.
Oh, that's right.
Was that? Do you remember? Was that grade 8?
Yes. It was for sure 7 or 8.
It was River Heights.
River Heights, yeah.
And I'm sure there's a picture in the yearbooks. Maybe I'll try to find that too. But I was thinking about that on the way here, because I'm I feel like grade 8, maybe not so much back then, but now it's costumes are starting to get maybe a little bit skimpier, more sexy.
Let's be real. Halloween's an excuse for lots of females to get half dressed.
And we literally went to school in pink fleece pajamas and pig noses. So
that's right. It was amazing.
Yeah. And so we were a little slow to I was slow to the
okay, but
I
was gonna say as she says this, when I was in college, I came back and Jacqueline and I rekindled our sweet friendship. And what were we for Halloween?
The naughty dice.
Those are called sex dice.
Oh, sex.
Yeah. So I like that we're nowadays these kids are trying to make their costumes skimpy.
But the thing is,
but Jacqueline, that was a really clever costume.
It was
we were
really
each
good.
a dice.
And we weren't skimpy. We were fully covered. But
the words
the
were
words were risque.
The words were risque, burlesque-esque.
That was actually super fun. Those were
It
good
was.
costumes.
I'm gonna post a photo of that after this. Okay, so then Jacqueline,
Yes.
can we read out a little meme here?
Okay, I kind of like this one because it doesn't apply to me, but I always thought it would apply to me. May the time you spend creating your kid's Halloween costume make you feel less guilty about eating all their candy.
Do
So-
people still make costumes?
Yeah. I always thought I would be the person to make really creative, clever Halloween costumes for my kids.
Mm.
And I have never, I think I tried to make one last year and they didn't wear it.
Well, and when you do, like, why make a costume when people are already making such clever costumes, you know?
I think it like gives you a sense of accomplishment and like, I don't know. My kids want to wear that. My kids have worn the same Halloween costume every year. And I am not mad about it.
I would say I wouldn't be mad about it either. And I also like wonder, would I even make the costume that they want to wear?
Well, that's the thing. You could if you wanted to, perhaps. But
If I could, if I wanted to. Has anyone ever seen me sew?
see, I have a sewing machine. I feel like I could potentially, but I never have. The one I made last year was a dragon, and it was just you cut it out of fleece. There was no sewing. And it was really lame. Actually, the hat part was a bit intricate, and then they didn't want to wear it, and so they wore the costumes they wore the year before because that's what they do every single year. So
I bought a
Really
dragon
saving money in the
costume, so if
costume
you ever
department.
want to have,
you have a what?
I bought a dragon costume for the kids.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great to know.
So what I do, for anyone that loves like dress up, I go to Value Village around this time of year and I clear out everything that's like $5 and below.
Mm-hmm.
And then the kids have a big dress up section. And then for Halloween, they're like, oh, I want to be like a Power Ranger. I'm like, oh, you're going to be whatever's up in your dress up section. Go get creative.
I think so because you have, if you have a stockpile of dress up stuff, then you have costumes at your disposal. Your disposal.
At your disposable.
Your disposable. At your disposal, so you don't have to go and because I was kind of browsing through the costumes the other day, and I was like, $30 for like this thin. Come on.
Oh, it's
I'm waiting
painful.
for that to go on sale.
They're making some good money, the Halloween costume people. Although I guess they only have business 1 month out of the year. So let's.
And I wonder if business is hurting this year. You know, like everybody else is probably, but if people are doing less for Halloween, so there's
That's
there's
true.
parties and the.
That's true. Okay, I'm so sorry, Halloween business people.
Well,
Okay, what's our
it
next
has
one?
been for a long time.
They've had.
Oh, yeah,
I
sorry.
was gonna say, hopefully they've been making tons of money these last few years.
Did you have a specific one that you liked? What are you going to be for Halloween? A drunk girl sitting on her couch watching Hocus Pocus?
Oh my gosh, I did want to talk about Hocus Pocus. I feel like maybe people like in our age group or like it's generational. The kids now don't know what Hocus Pocus means, but that movie really stuck with me. And it freaked me out back then too. Also, then I weirdly became obsessed with Sex and the City, but Hocus Pocus was prior, right?
Yes, for sure. I think.
And I have like Addams Family, Hocus Pocus jitters, where I do really think that there are people that live like that in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It really scares me, but I love it because I also feel like I can I relate to some of the characters in Hocus Pocus. Like for sure that flaky one would be me. But she's real positive about life and real spirited.
Yep. I like her outlook. Ooh, that's big.
So I don't know, like did you have a favorite Halloween movie? Were you into the super scary movies?
No. I think maybe
Like
I like
Pet Sematary or what were they called?
No. I never scary movies. I don't like being scared really like that.
No.
Like I could go I'd like to go to like a haunted house maybe and like it like truly creeped out. But to watch like a scary movie about like kids getting sawed up or stuff, no, that's not really my.
That's so weird to me
Not
too.
my thing. Yeah.
Who's like, we should put this out there on. Who are the poor people that are like dreaming about those ideas to create?
I think that about a lot of things, like how people come up with ideas for anything. It amazes me.
It's
I
shocking.
can't even come up with a Halloween costume, so.
I want you guys to know that I lived in Missouri for a while, and for the first 2 years living there, I couldn't even drive on a country road because of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I was like, Mom and Dad, you don't go down the paths to the country, which are actually the most beautiful. You don't enter there because I'm sure someone's
There's a murderer.
For sure. With
lurking.
Some guy who's married to his sister, This is my version of scary, right here. What's happening right here? And then they would always was it Pet Sematary? There was always those movies where they just get the cutest, hottest characters, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll watch it because that real cute guy's in it.
Yeah.
And then I would feel super uncomfortable. Eddie Furlong was ruined. I think he was in some scary movie. Eddie Furlong was real cute back in the day.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Do people know Eddie Furlong? Is that his name? Eddie Furlong.
I'm sure you're right. I don't know. I watched scary movie, right?
Arnold Schwarzenegger? Who's the guy with the fingers?
Oh,
he's
Edward
the
Scissorhands.
Yeah. No.
Freddy
The other
Krueger?
one. Freddy Cougar! Freddy Cougar is a classic.
I think it's Krueger. Or is it
Krueger?
Cougar?
Freddy Krueger.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
But it was so beyond, no one's walking around with fingers like that, right?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not well researched for this episode. I should have watched more movies. No, I'm talking about the Mask one. You know, the ghost, with Neve Campbell.
Oh, Scream.
Scream. That's what I call it.
Scream was a classic. Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh yes. Jennifer Love Hewitt all the way.
Oh man, and always these half-dressed. This is probably Halloween's is all about half-dressed girls. Half-dressed girls running. It was almost insulting though. I'm not trying to get on my feminist band our platform here, but why are these girls half-dressed running as fast as they can? Sprinting, and then this guy who looks like he's in a very uncomfortable costume is gently walking and is somehow right behind her, and then the girl trips over her breasts, and that's how the massacre happens.
The end. I know.
I don't understand it.
I don't know.
And then they took the same cast. This is the funny part. They took the same cast of that movie and then made Scooby-Doo 5 years later, a children's
I just watched
movie.
That, yeah.
But it's the same cast. I swear there's similar people in that movie.
Yes. I noticed that actually. I
Yeah.
was like, why is this so familiar?
Yeah.
A lot of the people.
Yeah. I think they're actually good friends, in real life. So maybe they're
And
let's just do this.
Some of them are married.
Some of them are real cute. Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
The cutest.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
All right.
let's do another. We're on a coffee break, Jacqueline. We can only go so long.
I got 5 minutes. Dear children, I gave you life, you give me your Reese's. That's how it works.
I think this is a very important one. Who out there actually lets their kids keep all their candy?
I was gonna say who likes Reese's, but
Who likes Reese's? I like Reese's.
oh, you're weird. No.
Is this gonna be a whole survey again?
No.
Everyone likes Reese's except for you and honey garlic wings.
I would not choose Reese's, but I agree with definitely not letting your kids keep all their Halloween candy.
Yeah.
For sure, that's weight. They don't need that much candy.
Also, do they I feel like day 1, 2, 3, they're real, they know that they've done the inventory, they've taken, they're not, they know, and then by day 4, I just slowly start to pull it away.
Yeah.
By day 7, I think they forgot about Halloween.
No, not mine. They never forget. Never forget.
It's a slow process. And then what's so funny is I'm I want to make this last. I want to make the candy last. But then the year goes by and I'm like, oh, why do we have this? I made it last too long.
A year?
Because I was hiding it. And then you find it again.
Yeah, no.
And you realize maybe I shouldn't have hid it so much.
You did too good of a job.
I did too good of a job.
That's okay. Just throw it out.
Yeah. This is also a good time of the year, though, to get lots of candy that you want to take into the office, if you do have an office. Because it's just the right amount. I have some real bad news though.
What?
Yeah, real bad news. I'm gonna give Laura Curtis a shout out for my old days at the park and zoo. We discovered that those little chocolate bars, real bad news, Jacqueline.
Oh no, I don't want to know.
3 of them, 3 of those little minis equal a full-size chocolate bar of calories.
Yeah, I don't. don't need the breakdown
No,
of this
I
stuff.
want people.
prefer-
I think we should give people a minute to let it sink in.
Do we really care? Come on. This time of year, you just enjoy yourself.
It's just
It's very deceiving.
I have like 7 of those. I could easily pack away 7 little ones throughout the
Easily.
day.
That's the thing, right? It's like, yeah, you could eat 7 little, or 8 or 9, let's say, to make math easy. You would not sit down and eat 3 full-size chocolate bars in a day.
No, I wouldn't even
Right?
have 1 full size because
I
that
know.
seems obscene.
I know.
But
I don't
the
really
cute little
I wouldn't
ones-
choose a chocolate bar though. I think if it was like, if I was gonna go buy myself a treat, I
Yeah.
would not get a chocolate bar.
You get like a bottle of whiskey.
No, I would get like wine gums or chips.
Wine gums? I don't even know what to do with this conversation today.
Oh my gosh.
Wine gums versus Reese's Pieces.
It's like the adult juju. The adult gummy bear.
Do they taste like wine?
No. That would be that actually. That's not a bad idea.
Does
That
anyone-
probably exists.
Did anyone ever get into like those little the little chocolate liquor bottles?
Oh,
You know where
Yeah,
you would
gross.
have them?
no.
Were they gross? I quite enjoyed them.
Oh.
A little spike of whiskey after, a little spike of. They didn't make a tequila one. I feel like I don't know what that would look like. Maybe if it was like a lime candy, and then had a tequila.
Ooh, with like a little
Inside?
bit of sugar, salt, crust.
Ooh, man, we could be onto something.
Let's delete this part. Keep this on the down low.
We're copywriting that right now.
Yeah. Can't
Nestle,
take it.
Nestle, if that's your real name.
They're definitely watching.
They're for
Definitely
sure part
watching.
of our following at Dear Moms. Okay, so should we give any just like last words of love here?
Okay. Yes. Well, first of all, I just want to shout out to everybody who's watched this because what episode are we on now? 6?
6.
I can't believe it.
Because we
I
were
thought we'd never even do one.
Every-
It was up to me. I was just gonna stall until you gave up on me.
yeah. No, but
And
thank
here we
goodness
are.
we have our sponsors that are so supportive and
Shout out to our sponsors, our unofficial sponsors. Today it's
which by the way, I will say Zuike, I'm wearing their jacket. You can't see it under this, but look how cute these little. So it has like the finger hole, which we all love. But I love the little mitten. Also
it's called a
good.
Cuffin.
Is it cuffin?
Cuffin. I think so.
I also like this. So if you're real mad at someone, you could be maybe giving them the finger, but they don't know you're giving them the finger. I'm just saying. Just saying. Oh, hey. Hi, guys. Look at this. Poplar Smoke. You guys need to look up Poplar Smoke on Instagram. That's not his actual name, but I was gonna say, he's a crazy barbecue guy. We're gonna have him on the show one day, Jacqueline.
Yeah, he's gonna show us some barbecue skills.
I think we should have him on the show when it's like minus 32, and he has like a green egg thing.
Oh, the egg, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Green eggs and ham.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll wear my costume just all winter long.
That's a very appropriate barbecue costume.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We can
You're
get
ready.
matching ones.
You're ready. I could be the burger or maybe a chicken wing or something.
Yeah.
A
You
rib?
can just cinch it in with a belt. It looks real nice. Okay, sorry, what was your last thing you were gonna say there?
Oh, I just
Thank you to the fans.
Thank you to the fans for getting us this far. Sorry, this one has to be a little bit shorter and sweeter. We did too much talking before. we
It was
turned the camera
important
on.
talking.
Important talking. But yeah, just want to encourage everybody to be safe and have fun on Halloween,
Mhm.
whatever you choose to do. Do what feels right for you, and yeah, have fun doing it.
Keep even if you have to have some weird, awkward social, whether it's virtual or together, awkwardly sitting far apart.
Awkwardly distanced.
Keep doing it though, because like be safe, but don't go totally like zero on people, because I do feel like it's this like second kind of wave is starting to get people in the emotional
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
gut. So don't disappear on people totally, even if it's like a little. If anyone's friends with me, you'll get a voice message from me awkwardly at times. But yeah, that's just, we want to keep encouraging like positive mental health.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And hopefully you've at least had a few laughs here with us today.
we did. We laughed.
Yeah. But they could be having a laugh at our expense.
I hope so. That would warm the cockles of my heart.
The cockles?
Yeah.
Are you like 90 years old? With your wine gums and your cockles?
I also like crossword puzzles, reading obituaries.
Jacqueline's real good at crossword puzzles.
Basically
It's so
90.
annoying.
Basically 90.
I love crossword puzzles. I hate doing them beside her because
No.
yes, when we would go to the lake back in the day, those 2 times I went, you would finish one like in 10 minutes and I would be there for an hour.
Not true.
Just
You know what? Crossword puzzles are a great team activity. So next time that this happens, we'll do it together.
I just feel like you're gonna get more answers than I will.
I'm just gonna.
I'm a little competitive.
Give you a few letters to get the ball rolling.
Gosh, you are Alberta Einstein. Okay, guys, we love you lots. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Stay safe, and until next time.
I'm not going out for Halloween this year, so if anyone needs to borrow a costume, this one's going strong. It's been strong for a few years now. All right, and kosher for all my people.
Oh.